PlayStation 5 Restock. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I want to share with you how you can capture the PlayStation 5 during the next PS5 restock. First, I want to share with you 5 of my biggest tips to help you find the PlayStation 5. Then I want to share with you my personal experience as to how I actually found my PS5 to help you find yours as well. As always, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, be sure to let me know by dropping a like down below. And if you're new to this channel, this is the spot where you'll find the latest tips, tricks, and strategies to help you get the most out of your PlayStation gaming experience. So be sure to subscribe so that you can watch more of my helpful PlayStation videos just like these. Let's get right into it. So just some quick facts that I found so far. Sony said that they've sold about 4.5 million PlayStation 5s from October to December. Microsoft said that they're having to deal with constrained supply and that they're gonna have a hard time fulfilling stock through the summer of 2021. So since the PlayStation 5 is made under the same roof as the Xbox, no, I'm just kidding. They're two totally different factories, but I do predict that Sony will also have constrained supply through the summer, just like Microsoft and the Xbox. But this doesn't mean that you're entirely out of luck. So without any further ado, let me share with you 5 of my biggest tips so that you can find the PlayStation 5 during the next restock. So my first tip is to sign up for in-stock email notifications from large retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and GameStop, but take pre-announcements with a grain of salt. Every single time that I've tried to find stock through one of these large retailers, I haven't been able to find any. And when they pre-announce stock, usually the robots are on top of that and they usually capture it before we even get a chance to click on the link and capture it for ourselves. Now, this doesn't mean that you won't be able to buy a PlayStation 5 through one of these online retailers or stores, but just know that the chances are fairly low compared to some other ones that I'm gonna mention later on. So if you go into one of these retailer sites right at the minute that they pre-announce and say that they have stock in their store for PS5, and you find that you can't find one and it's sold out, don't feel down, because usually that means that the bots have gotten there first and we need to look even deeper to find other places where we can also find the PS5. So my second tip is to check on retailers that aren't as well known as the biggest retailers, that are more unconventional and you might not have heard of. Retailers such as Newegg, B&H Photo and Video, and Ant Online. I also want to add that your chances are even higher if you go through a membership website. Say if you're a part of a membership of Sam's Club or Costco. Sometimes these unconventional retailers will have surprise restocks so that you can find it right away. And it's these type of retailers that the masses don't really know about as fast as the biggest retailers. So be sure to check on these more often than you would the larger retailers. I would sign up for their email notifications if they offer them as well for when they do come out with new PlayStation 5 restocks, because sometimes they will send you that email before everybody finds out. My third tip is huge and it helped me a lot in finding mine, is to actually go on Twitter. Even if you don't have an account, I would make one for this reason. And you may have heard of some handles already that are solely for the purpose of providing updates on PS5 restock. But if you don't know any handles off the top of your head, or if you haven't heard of any yet, I would just simply go up to the search bar on the top of your Twitter app, and I would type in terms such as PlayStation 5 restock, PS5 restock, PlayStation 5 in-stock alerts. Just get creative with the wording and you will for sure find tons of accounts that are really just trying to help us find more PlayStation 5s before the bots. Now, some of the more popular Twitter handles that are really on top of it are in fact followed by hundreds of thousands of people. So what I want to add to this tip is to sign up for notifications, actually push notifications to your phone so that you get every single tweet that these people send out, so that you're right on top of it to go into the website and check out right away. So anytime they mention that a retailer has more stock in the inventory, you want to jump on that right away, get your PlayStation 5 in your cart and check out right away. And my fourth tip for you is to not just wait for notifications to show up on your phone from Twitter. That's okay too, but if you want to increase your chances of getting the PlayStation 5, you really want to dig into Twitter and some of the website forums that they recommend and get in with the buzz and hear what people are saying about sudden restocks of PlayStation 5. When you go into these websites and forums that talk about in-stock updates for the PlayStation 5, you really start to get a feel for if a website or a retailer suddenly has pop-up stock that nobody's heard of yet, or if you're in a line or a queue or waiting area of any kind to get the PlayStation 5. If you follow these websites and forums, you'll stay updated as to whether the stock has actually run out so that you're not wasting your time waiting in these lines, hoping that you'll get a PlayStation 5 from that queue that you're in. And number 5 is you wanna pre-fill as much information on these websites as possible so that you can make checking out the PlayStation 5 even faster. You wanna pre-fill information such as shipping address, billing address, and your credit card information so that when you finally get the chance to add a PlayStation 5 to your cart, the faster that you can check out and purchase that PlayStation 5, the more bots and people that you've beat in line. And I really think this is the one tip that actually helped me get the PlayStation 5. All right, so here's my story about how I got the PlayStation 5, and I really hope this is inspiration for you to go out and find yours at any of these retailers in the next coming restocks. So to answer any pending questions in the comments below, and you can send me any questions you want, I did not actually pre-order the PlayStation 5. I didn't wait in line at GameStop to pre-order it, or got it from Walmart, and I missed that window and I should have done it, but I didn't, and I was determined to get it on launch day. When launch day came, I actually waited in line at Target on the first day, and they said that they didn't have any left, but there could be on the second day. So I went to Target at 7 a.m. in the morning the next day, and I waited in line, and I was 6th in line to pick up the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, they only had 4 more left in stock, and I was not able to get one that day. What I immediately did after that is I went back home, dusted off my Twitter account, and I went up and searched for every single PlayStation 5 restock handle I could find and just turn on push notifications to my phone so I would stay really on top of it. What I found in that process though is I heard a lot of people on the Twitter sphere talk about websites and forums of people that were really passionate about also getting the PlayStation 5. This was huge because there are a lot of times when I would get a push notification from one of these Twitter accounts and they would say, go to this website, go to this retailer, and I would go onto it right away and I wasn't able to get the PlayStation 5 or check it out even. And I was seriously so bummed because like you guys, I wanted a PlayStation 5 so bad, but it was the help and support of these online communities that put it into context if I was waiting in line and the stock ran out. Luckily, and this was after I started diving into Twitter and these online forums, it was about a week later that a notification was sent out to me that PlayStation Direct, which is Sony's direct website to buy the PlayStation 5, had a restock and that I should go on there right now. I hit the link, I went into the website, and I was in the longest queue of my life. I think I waited well over an hour, and I was really afraid that I wasn't gonna be able to get the PlayStation 5 because waiting in line for that long, I thought for sure that there would be no more stock left. But I kept checking the websites, the forums, Twitter, and the people were saying that it is still in stock and that people were able to get it. Real people. I kept my hopes up, I stayed in line, and the PS5 digital edition, which is the one I was in line for, was sold out. I couldn't believe it. My hopes were down. I thought it was over. I backed out. I went into the store again and I saw that the PS5 disc edition was in stock. I went into their listing on the PlayStation Direct website and I was able to check out. Now, I think 2 of the biggest reasons why I was able to check it out so fast was because I did pre-fill out all my account information, like my credit card, my shipping, my billing address. And as soon as I had that PS5 in the cart, I was able to check it out seconds later, and that was huge. But also waiting in the queue on the PlayStation Direct store only lets a few people in at a time. And once you're in the store, you're in the entire store. You're not just in the listing itself. So if you find that one of the editions of the PS5 is not in stock, don't be afraid to back out into the whole PlayStation store, PlayStation Direct store, and find the listing of the other PS5 to see if it's still in stock. That method did work for me, and I hope it does for you too. If you can't wait any longer and you're really curious what's inside the box of the PlayStation 5, I actually posted a video recently, I'll leave it up here and down in the description below, where I share my unboxing of the PS5 for the first time, and I talk about some cool things that are included with it, and there are some things that definitely surprised me, so be sure to check that out and find out what they are. As always, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you can always stay up to date on my latest helpful PlayStation videos just like these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.